going based off of what I expect.
Right.
They shouldn't be able to have to work. I mean, at that point, Dallas should be free of any issue with Ezekiel Elliott, and I mean they've shown trouble stopping the run before in Green Bay.
Yeah. Then they have a bye after they beat New Orleans, in my scenario. Then they beat Detroit, beat the Bears, beat Baltimore, lose to Pittsburgh, beat Tampa Bay, beat Cleveland, beat Carolina, beat Minnesota, and at this point they've already secured the 1 seed. They lose to Detroit because it means more to Detroit than it does to Green Bay's backups.
If
Tampa's the other game that I was thinking about because Tampa's going to be playing for a playoff spot.
I think they could be anywhere from like 10 to 14 wins.
Green Bay?
Yeah, so I'm going to put them at a realistic 11 or 12.
I'd say 12, most likely.
Okay, so then let's move on now to the AFC South. Jacksonville coming in at number 4, 3-13.
Yeah. Bortles just hasn't really shown much improvement there.
Yeah. The team that I think regressed the most, Houston at 6-10 in the 3rd spot. Then Indianapolis coming in second at 10-6, which we've already discussed that you disagree with.
Yeah.
And then Tennessee Titans first in the division, 12-4.
I think
12 is tough for Tennessee. It's a young team. I think they're going to have some close games that they're going to lose.
Here's why I have them winning as many as they do. Good offensive line. Pair that with DeMarco Murray, we've seen what that does.
And Murray's backup is also great, whose name is escaping me.
So, beyond that...
Henry.
Yeah, Henry. He's a beast.
Yeah, it's a big monster from Alabama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heisman winner.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to re-sign DeMarco because they're going to have that kid on a nice front.
Well, how much do you think DeMarco's got in his tank? How much do you think
Yeah, he's only got 3 or 4
really
years left.
He doesn't want to do this forever. He went to Tennessee because he wanted to go there.
Yeah. He wanted to play with a good offensive line because he had that taste of...
Yeah, and then he had to go to Philly for a year, and he's like, wow, this is terrible. Get me out of here.
Yeah.
I'll go anywhere.
I made a huge mistake.
Yeah. So after... beyond that, Marcus Mariota's in his 3rd season. Mm-hmm. So I think he has gone through his really rough time, and he's on the rise. Still got Kenny Britt, I believe.
I think Indy loses more games than that. I also think that Jacksonville wins more games than that.
Okay.
Personally. I think Listen, Blake Bortles isn't going to be the reason they win. It's not.
He's also not going to be the reason they lose.
Exactly. So I feel like they're going to get more than the 3. And then who did you have in 3rd?
Texans.
They may even take further steps back. It really depends on the quarterback play.
Which I want to ask you, why are they going to take steps back? Because they lost Brock Osweiler?
No, it's just I've never really believed in the Texans' offense.
I think is going to make them better than they were last year.
What was that?
I think a healthy Y is going to make the Texans better than they were.
I don't think so.
Listen, their defense to me.
Oh, their defense, yes.
Yeah,
their offense, no.
But a better defense is going to make them better overall as a team.
Yeah.
They didn't really lose anyone important. Osweiler, to me, is like whatever.
They lost the quarterback that took them to the playoffs.
In a really bad
got beat out by Tom Savage, or whatever his first name is.
Who took the job from Tom Savage?
Osweiler didn't take the job.
Yes, he did. Savage started the season. Brock Osweiler got hurt.
Yeah, but if you pay this guy this amount of money, you don't ship him off after 1 year, okay?
Unless
There's
you're getting
something else there. Yeah. So, that being said, there's only one person offensively on the entire Texans roster that I trust all the time.
Hopkins.
That's it. That is it. I trust their defense, but I don't think they have the power on offense to win that many games.
Yeah, no.
Maybe that many. I think that's optimistic, but I also think that Jacksonville should be better than they play. They always should be. I mean, but you never know.
I mean, they have 2 of the best receivers in the NFL. They have the Allens.
Yeah.
I don't know. Coughlin at the helm, maybe that turns things around a little bit.
Doug Marone's a good coach.
They've made some really good front office moves this year. Khan wants to win with this team, and he's getting a little upset with mediocrity.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Jacksonville.
This is
I think a 6-win team.
That's what I have. No, sorry. I thought you said Houston. Jacksonville, I didn't really see any more than 5 wins, but realistically, I saw
6 is being optimistic for
Yeah.
Jacksonville.
I think this is going to be the last year of Blake Bortles in Jacksonville.
Should be.
I think they're going to draft a quarterback and pick up a veteran that'll teach them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be the plan that I'd go with, because Blake's had a shot. I mean, he hasn't done anything. Unless he comes out this year and does Drew Brees, Matt Ryan, Tom Brady numbers, he's done.
Yeah.
As
that
far
would be
as
the only thing
Texans,
to say.
I think they're gonna be in the middle with the Colts. I think they're both 7 or 8 win teams. Could go either way. Depends on who steps up.
I could also see
luck.
Houston being a 5-win team.
Houston could be anywhere, to be honest with you.
They can't be 0-16.
No,
They're better than that.
No,
Yeah.
obviously they can't be that. But I mean, anywhere from what do you have them at right now?
6 and 10.
They can anywhere from 4 to 8.
Yeah, so right in the middle.
Anywhere from 4 to 8. I think Indianapolis is more towards the 8 and 8 than they are top. I believe in Tennessee. What they've been doing year after year is just getting better all around.
Yeah, Titans. I think the Titans are at worst a 9-win team, at best probably 11 or 12. So I'm going to put them at 10 wins. They're going to make the playoffs, and then that's where
they'll be the only one out of that division.
Yeah, and that's where we will see what they're made of, and it'll be a really good year for them because they'll get that playoff experience. And I think next year might be the year if they make the right moves that they could really take the next step.
So the playoff teams coming out of the AFC, I'm just going to go through, not in the seed order: New England, Miami, Oakland, Kansas City, Pittsburgh, Tennessee. That's what I have.
Miami with the wild card.
Miami with a wild card,
Possibly.
New England winning the division.
Yeah.
Kansas City with a wild card, Oakland winning the division, Pittsburgh and Tennessee winning the division.
I think that's pretty accurate, actually. If I was to put my money on AFC teams right now,
I think
my
the
6.
Ravens and Miami are going to battle it out for that last wild card.
That
spot.
might come close. That's the only one that can really challenge them, though.
Yeah.
No one else in it really.
Maybe
is good
Indy
enough.
if Luck is out of his mind.
I'm
Yeah.
going to take a long shot and say San Diego makes the last wild card spot.
You think?
No, I don't think so
see
at
them
all.
getting above
All right,
7.
so
At
I
best.
hope Rivers hears this because you're his biggest fan now.
so NFC
He's
South.
your biggest fan right now.
NFC South.
Dancing with his 9 kids in the living room.
I have in 4th place with 5 wins, 11 losses, New Orleans Saints.
Man, you have no faith in the Saints.
I have no faith in the Saints.
Do you,
Why?
I have faith
hate
in
the
Drew.
Saints?
I have faith in Drew Brees. I have faith in no one else.
I mean,
They lost-
They lost Cooks.
Yeah, which would have got them 2 more wins.
But they also have what's his name?
Ingram,
No, the new
Adrian
receiver.
Peterson.
No, the
receiver.
was it Thomas?
I think it is Thomas.
Who was
out of Ohio
taking
State.
Yeah. Cooks' looks, and that's why Cooks got upset because Thomas is a monster.
They do have a mean 1-2 punch at running back, though.
See,
Yeah.
I don't have any
Well,
faith in
assuming
Adrian Peterson.
AP comes back.
That being said, Ingram is still an animal.
Okay, yeah. So Ingram and Drew Brees, their offense will keep them in games. I don't think they're going to win.
Their
it.
defense is still bad,
Well,
but
yeah,
I think their
that's-
offense is good enough to win them 7. I'm putting them at a 7-win team, and they could be as good
Anywhere
as
from 5
8.
to 9, in my opinion.
Yeah, I was gonna say 8 or 9. If
I have them at 5
if
and
things
11,
Go
yeah.
right.
Anywhere from 5 wins to 9.
I think they would have to implode this year to go 5.
What were they last year? Let's look them up really
Yeah.
quickly. But next, I have 7 and 9 Carolina Panthers.
I don't know. I think the NFC South is kind of a toss-up, except for the Falcons.
They were 7 and 9 last season.
Oh,
The Saints.
Yeah, I think they're going to pretty much do that again.
So then the Carolina Panthers also are right now. I have them at 7 and 9.
Depends on how the new running backs feel. Depends on how the
Yeah.
defense is going to look. Do
Also-
we have a really healthy Kuechly who can
This-
lead this defense?
This was also before their general manager got fired.
That doesn't
Right.
bode well for them.
No,
Is Kelvin Benjamin
No.
healthy?
no. I'm going to say right now, no, nope.
Well,
I don't-
I
don't think
You don't
he
think
is.
he's healthy coming in, or you don't think he's going to
healthy for the whole season. There's no chance.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't think he's at 100% starting the season.
I don't know
think
that he's ever been at 100% since he first got injured.
The injury that he's got, I think, has been the same injury both seasons.
Just over and over.
Yeah, so I think it's a lingering issue. If he is healthy, he won't be by week 3. Because it's not good for him.
Yeah, I think...
No one wants to play for the
The
Panthers.
Panthers are a 7-win team, but
could be 10.
Yeah, could be
10
at best 10. I don't see it happening.
That's pushing it. I see it at best 9.
I think the Buccaneers are going to take a step.
They're going to be a huge improvement this year.
Yeah, I think they're going to be a 9-win team. The Bucs.
Let's get to the Buccaneers now. I had them at more than 9. I had them at 11.
No way.
Let's go through.
They're going to split with the Panthers.
Hold on.
They might lose one to the Saints. Probably not, but they might.
I think they're
going to get swept by the Falcons.
I think the Buccaneers are 3 steps ahead of the Saints and Panthers. I think the split in that division is that drastic. I really do.
I think it's Falcons, and then it's Bucs, Panthers, Saints, but it's kind of with Bucs heading it, but it's not cut and dry.
Let's go through the season. At Miami, I have them losing. At Miami, I have them beating Chicago. Beating Chicago. Beating Minnesota. This one I had as a toss-up was the Giants. I have them beating the Giants.
I think the Giants are going to take that.
It's tough. The Patriots beat them.
Shootout.
Arizona, they beat Arizona.
Yep.
They beat Buffalo.
Yes.
Yep.
They beat Carolina in Tampa.
Yes.
They beat
Tampa, yeah.
They beat the Saints in New Orleans.
Tough.
Like I said, I think the separation
Breeze at home is always a different animal.
Yeah.
Beat the Jets.
Then they beat the Jets.
Yeah. Yep.
Lose to Atlanta. Lose to Green Bay.
Yep.
Beat Detroit.
Yep.
Beat Atlanta in Tampa.
I don't think they're going to beat Atlanta.
That's possible.
Beat Carolina. Lose to New Orleans. So I had them splitting with the Saints.
I think they're going to. I think the Saints.
You switch it.
Opposite,
okay.
As far as who's home, I don't think they're going to beat Atlanta.
Well, at that point,
I think they do.
At that point, Atlanta's the number 2 seed.
Atlanta takes a step back.
You do?
I don't think they take.
Matt Ryan has never played to that point in his entire life, and he can try and do it again. But
Matty Ice, baby, he's got ice in his veins.
Yeah, we've heard that for forever. Listen, I was all for
Matt Ryan.
They're
going to actually have a home field advantage this year, and not just pumped in speakers. Because did you see their concession prices? Their fan friendly concession prices.
Great. I may go to an Atlanta game just because it's going to be cheaper.
I wish the rest of the league would take notice of this and be like, oh yeah, let's actually treat our fans like they're not, like we're not sucking them dry.
Well, I wonder if that's a Georgia thing. Because have you seen the prices at the Masters?
No,
like their concession prices, they're dirt cheap too. Yeah. So it might just be
the Braves. Thing. The Braves have really cheap concessions too.
Yeah, it might be a Georgia thing.
So,
I'm in the wrong state.
Yeah. Right. So now that we've gone through the entire schedule or a season, let's run through the playoffs. I'll do 1 seed Green Bay, 2 seed Atlanta, 3 seed Dallas, 4 seed Seattle, 5 Tampa Bay, and 6 Washington. That's what I have. I know you disagree with the Washington Giants. Mm-hmm. So is that the only one you disagree with?
You said Green Bay. What were the rest?
Green Bay, Atlanta, Dallas, Seattle, Tampa, Washington.
I'm optimistic and give Dallas a first round bye.
I don't see Washington.
Other than Washington being changed out, I think Giants make it.
Yeah, I think the Giants have a shot, and I think. Again, it's going to be what kind of Panthers we see and what kind of Vikings we see. If Vikings defense is still number 2, then they have an outside shot for the wild card.
I strongly disagree with the Vikings.
I do think it comes down to those 3, though. I agree with that.
I can maybe concede the Panthers, given the talent they have, but I just don't trust anything the Vikings have on
the Vikings, to me, with Sam Bradford with another year comfortable, could look like the Jets from like 2010, where they had a really, really good defense and then like a middling to bad quarterback,
head coach.
But
but they don't have a Sean Green
or a Tom Jones. Yeah.
So what do you want to do? We want to do predictions?
No, we'll save that for another
Okay.
another time.
Too early.
Yeah, so right now, what we're going to do, very first ever, we're going to switch